Grand Rising, y'all. So here we are. Here we are. Back on the grind. So I've been catching a lot of downloads, guys, and the information I've been getting from the divine has been very so exhilarating. And I feel like that the messages that I've been receiving I would like to give to you guys. So one of the main Viking Ragnarok quotations of life that I was listening to this week. One was he was stating like, I would rather shake hands or be in the likings of someone that is a thief than a person that's a liar. That actually makes pretty sense. I had to hear the video over more than one time to get the understanding why would he, trust a thief more than he would trust a liar. And it's quite evident that a liar is intentionally causing a disruption in one's life or a situation or whatever. A liar is someone who is contemplating how to get how can I put it? How to get over, how to manipulate, how to strategize, how to be vindictive, right? Because lying means that you're trying to cover something up that has no truth to it. You can't trust someone who lies because they lie to themselves and they lie about situations. So how could you ever have trust for someone who can't believe in themselves or who can't even be honest about anything at this point? Honesty to me weighs more than a thief. A thief, shit can be replaced. Shit can be confiscated. Shit can be, you can get back what's been stolen. You can also pay back what you have stole. All of that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing you can't do is take the truth from a thief. Because a thief is going to be a thief, and a thief is going to tell you, or a thief is going to show you exactly who they are. But a liar is not, if that makes sense. And I hate to use that type of, example, but I feel like that, overall, who would you rather trust, a thief or a liar? At least with the thief, you know that you know what you're going to get. At least they are telling you who they are and, what they are and what their intent is, or whatever the case may be. A thief is going to show you. A thief is going to tell you. A thief is going to, warn you or whatever the case may be. I don't know, something like that. But a thief is going to show you exactly who they are. But a liar is someone who hides behind, computers. They hide behind a mask. They hide behind a fake facade. They hide behind their real character. And the thief is going to be somebody who can't. Hell, some people stealing because they hungry. Some people steal because whatever reason. But just let it be known that that person is more loyal because they are loyal to what they have accustomed to grow into becoming instead of trying to make up shit. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. And then I was listening to another video, guys, and like Nip said, it was before Nip. I'm trying to think of the other message. I can't think of the other message. It'll come to me later. But like what I got another message from Nip, and Nip was like, either you're gonna be at war with yourself or war with the world. And he was quoting it from a book. And that's why we're here now. Like what bringing me to a situation, a pivotal point in life is I'd rather be content and be happy with myself and then fighting against things that I could have changed to make my situation better. What I mean by that, doing what make you happy and not making whatever else, not making it's like, of course, we want to please people, but at the end of the day, you got to please yourself. There's nothing wrong with seeing people happy and being there for people, but at the end of the day, are you happy? So it's all about, whatever that don't make you happy, whatever that don't speak to the soul or speak to the spirit, then it's time to move on and move around and, follow your heart and follow that path. Life is all about choices and decisions. Like Tupac say, you know what I'm saying? Wake up and find a reason to live. You know what I'm saying? Find your purpose, find your pitch, find your narrative, and become the best authentic version of yourself. I feel like there's been a lot of, I don't know, illusions, smoke and mirrors that have been put up, for the human to be programmed into not understanding. Like, it's systems that don't want you to think for yourself. And they want you to be a slave to these, indoctrines that they have created for us, since they came and conquered, And it's like, am I going to be a slave to the oppressor way of thinking, or am I going to wake up and become my own God? Am I going to wake up and become my own master? Because you can't serve two masters, my nigga. You can't serve the master herself and then serve the master of the oppressor. You feel me? So at this point in my life, I'm like, man, we have to make choices. We all have to make choices. And you'll know when it's like that pressure is on, and you got to make the best choice for you. And I feel like I'm making the best choice for me. And God forbid if I fuck up. But if I fuck up, that's because I fucked up because I want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? If I made a choice that and if it caused me to go through some type of, I don't know, not a great outcome, at least I chose something that, made me feel happy. Something that's high vibrational, not low vibrational, guys. Sometimes we take sacrifices and we don't know how things are going to play out. But I would rather bet on myself before I be a slave and be a knee to anybody. So that's why I take these bounds and these leaps of faith, and I bet on myself, because I don't want to die broke. I don't want to die, you know what I'm saying, begging. I don't want to die or be homeless. But when my heart speaks out for me to do my creation, it's not even about being online. It's about creating. If I could just create, that'd be a wonderful thing. But we're in a world that is materialistic, monetary. This earth is currency, is money. And you need money to survive out here. And sometimes we have to work these jobs, you know what I'm saying, that pay us less than what we are worth. And at times you're going to be tested about if you should stay there or not. I mean, I say stay there as much as you can until one day you pop. When you pop, it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only advice I can give you guys. Follow your heart. Follow the dream. Don't let other people, you know what I'm saying, persuasiveness deter you away from what your heart's desire is. And give it all you got, man. Even if it doesn't seem favorable, find hope and solace in your creation. Your creation give you life. Your creation brings a sense of relief, oxygen, breath, a sense of knowing, a sense of being. Creation, making art makes us or put us in a program thought that we are being. Today's message is, what are you being? All right? Are you being your best version? Or are you being what other individuals portray you to be? Or are you being exactly who you are meant to be at this point in this time in life? And right now, I'm being exactly where I'm supposed to be at, on my path, doing my creations, not doing this for likes, shares, and comments. I'm not even doing it for you. I'm not even doing it for me. I'm doing it because of art. I do it because I love the arts. And I'm going to end it. Peace.